And this is why I have a serious problem with the Criminal Code Act. You have told us in the first instance, initially, that we have the right to attack the person that wants to deprive our own property. We have the right to defend our property. We have the authority to attack the person in order to defend our own property. And you say that we must not do him harm. How am I going to defend my own property against a person that is there to attack me with a knife, with a cutlass, without me also attacking back with the kind of weapon that is proportional to the kind of the weapon that is trying to attack me with? And why? And reasonably, just reason it. In the process of me defending my home property with the cutlass against the cutlass that the person that is trying to attack me with is trying to attack me with, won't I cause harm? Would I have caused harm to the person in the process of defending my own property? I would have. Why won't I? I would have. A reasonable man would have. He's there with a cutlass, trying to hit me with a cutlass, trying to cut me with a cutlass. And I also have a cutlass too, defending my home property. And the criminal code here, section 289, is telling me that provided that what? He does not do harm to the trespasser, I must not do harm to him. He is trying to cut me with a cutlass, but I must not cut him with what? With my own cutlass. And you have said earlier that I have the right, the opportunity to use such a force that is reasonable in this circumstance. Is what the Criminal Code Act trying to say here not contradictory under a section, under one section? It is contradictory, honestly. It is contradictory. Very much contradictory. Very much contradictory. It is contradictory because you have given us the right in the first instance, and you say we must be reasonable. Yes, so be it. You now say that we must not cause harm to the trespasser. Are you trying to defend trespasser against the owner of the property here? Or you are trying to defend the owner of the property against the trespasser? Or vice versa? Or I don't even understand. I don't get. Even though the Criminal Code Act has provided this, and in my own thinking, I see no reasonable way of abiding strictly by the provision of the section 218 of the Criminal Code Act, as what is as provided here, that we must not harm the trespasser. A trespasser that is trying to attack me with his own cutlass in my own room, where I don't have any other option than to attack him back in order for me to save my life and my property. I must not do him harm. Even though the Criminal Code Act has provided this, let's go back into the Constitution, because the Constitution has given us the liberty, has given us the provision that if we see any other law that is inconsistent with what the Constitution is saying, do not use that law. According to section 1 to 3 of the 1989 Constitution of the Federal Republic of Nigeria.